What up, SGK users? Poke here. Today we're going to go ahead and add DLSS into our project and then go ahead and implement it into the video settings menu that comes with SGK. So let's go ahead and get started here. First thing you're going to need to do is go ahead and go to developer.nvidia.com/rtx/DLSS. That will bring you here to this page right here. Now there is like this pipeline thing or streamline that you can get, and I guess it keeps it up to date and all that kind of stuff, but we're not going to mess with that. We're just going to go ahead and go for the plugin. So go ahead and choose which plugin for whatever version you're using. This should be basically the same, but we are on 5.6. I already have the plugin installed. Or yeah, I have it installed. Once you have it downloaded, you're going to have this right here. Once you unzip it, you're just going to want to go into plugins, copy them all. You don't necessarily need the movie pipeline support from what I understand, but we're just going to copy them all and then go into wherever you have your actual engine at. So mine's on my C drive, and what you want to do is open that up and then go into the engine folder, plugins, and then marketplace. You paste your plugins in here. If you don't have the marketplace folder already, go ahead and just create a new folder called marketplace. Paste those plugins in it. Once that's done, you can go ahead and start your editor. And then you want to go ahead and go into the plugins section. And we're going to search for NVIDIA. Then the line, whatever that's called, it's right above enter. And then DLSS. And there's several things here. Oh, I guess I didn't disable them. I thought I had disabled them. Anyway, these are the ones that we want enabled. We want the streamline core, the RTX dynamic vibrance, reflex low latency, the image scaling, the DLSS super resolution ray reconstruction, and then the NVIDIA DLSS frame generation. This one is up to you. If you're going to be doing stuff with the movie renders, then go ahead and install that too, but we're not working with that at all. So that's up to you to figure out what you need to do for that one. So anyway, once you've had those enabled your plugins, go ahead and restart your computer. We'll pretend mine just did. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go in here to Survival Game Kit, Blueprints, Other, enum, and we are searching for E-scalar setting. We want to open that up and just add a new enum here, and we're going to call this DLSS. Save it. Now, typically, enums don't have an issue when you set those, like to cause a crash or anything like that. So, but I always like to just, after I edit an enum, I play an editor just like you would a struct as well, just to be safe. So, and once you've saved it, you can go ahead and save it. All right, so we have that. We have our E-scalar settings set. The next thing we're going to do is go ahead and go into interfaces. This will be for the saving of our settings and also accessing the data. So go into the BP SGK game instance interface. And we're going to add a new function here. We'll call it SGK get video settings. And then we'll go ahead and add a output on that. And that's going to be, oh, we haven't done that yet. I forgot. We need to make a struct first. We don't necessarily need to do this with a struct. Actually, we can do it this way. All right, yeah. We'll do this. If you wanted to, if you're going to have multiple settings, then I would suggest creating a struct with the different settings that you want to have on here. And you can set them up here and set this to your new struct. You know what, let's just do it because why not? So, all right, so we're going to add a new struct, blueprint structure. We'll call it S video settings. We're only going to add one setting to it right now. And we will call this the DLSS mode. And that's what it's also going to be, is DLSS mode. It's actually UDLSS mode. And then we come back here and we'll set this to our S video settings. And we'll name it video settings. And then we want to go ahead and make a new function as well. We'll call that SGK set video settings. And we want to input on it, which is going to be the S video settings. And we'll name it video settings. Oops. All right, save, compile. We can just go ahead and play. It shouldn't have an issue, but we'll do it anyway. All right, so we got that. We got our scalar setting. We have our interface set up. We have our struct. Next thing we want to do is go ahead and open up our server settings widget or video settings. Sorry. We got our BP video settings. Let's go ahead and select this. We'll go ahead and just duplicate this. We'll go ahead and rename it to DLSS box. We will go ahead and set the text to just say DLSS. And then the widget that's in the size box here, we're going to call that our DLSS selector. And we're going to set its scalar setting type right here to DLSS. Now we are going to mess with these scalar names later, but we're going to not worry about it for now because there's still a lot we have to do before we get to that point. So save it, compile it. We now have our settings here for that. What we can do from this point is just go ahead and edit our BP scalar setting. And that's all these guys right here. Go into the graph. What we're looking for is change setting value. I'm going to go ahead and just copy this right here, duplicate it. And from here, we're going to do toString. Here, we're going to do switch on string. Now, what we need to do is add some pins, but we need to figure out how many pins we need here. And the way we can do that is we'll go back to our video settings menu here, back to the graph, and on the pre-construct or begin play and the begin play graph here, let's just go ahead and search for DLSS. And we're looking for get supported DLSS SR modes. I'm not sure how it determines what's supported or what's not, because there are. We're going to need to create this variable on scalar setting anyway, so we can go to scalar setting right now, create a new variable, call it DLSS mode setting, and then we will set this to our DLSS mode. And if we take a look at this guy, there's 8 settings: off, auto, DLAA, ultra quality, quality, balance, performance, and ultra performance. All right, so if we go here, and we do this to text, or no, to string, and we want to print string, go ahead and turn it on for a little extra. When we open up our menu here, oh, I forgot to hook it up. There we go. All right. When we open up our menu, we see that we have ultra performance, performance, balance, quality, the LAA, auto, and off. You might have noticed we're missing the ultra quality. So this is what says it's supported. We're just going to go by that. We're only going to use the supported modes. Ultra quality doesn't seem to be a supported mode, so you can just go ahead and delete that, save that, compile it. Go back here to our scalar setting. And what we want to do is go ahead and, so we have 7 total pins that we need here. And we're just going to go ahead and name those what all those were, which was off, auto, DLAA, quality, balanced, performance. Go ahead and copy that so we don't have to type it again. And then ultra performance. Oops. All right, it doesn't really matter the what do you call it, order. All that matters is that when you set all these, because we need multiples of these, we need 7 of these. All that matters is that what you connect right here is what it says right here. So all right, there's that. Now we can just go ahead and hook this up here. Right here to our DLSS pin from our enum. And then what we want to do is go ahead and get our game instance. Except that we haven't set that up yet, have we? We've set up the interface, so we can go ahead and do that. And what we want to do is set video settings. And hook all these up. And then we can just split this for now because we only have our one setting and plug in our DLSS mode settings there. All right. So now that that's set up, we need to go to, well, we can actually go, since we're right here, go to begin play. And what we'll do is get game instance. Get video settings. Again, split the struct pin and set that. Oh, but we do need to change something here, otherwise we're going to have this on every single scalar. So we need to, first we'll get that, put that over here for now. And we need to go up here to customization and get a scalar setting type. And it equals enum, DLSS, branch, and true. So this way it'll only set this on our DLSS one. And then from here, we're going to go set text. And from here to text. All right, so that's all that. Now we need to go actually set some stuff on the game instance and then somewhere else too. So we're almost there actually. So in the saving folder is our game instance, SGK game instance. Open it up. Interfaces, go ahead and implement both of these. Go ahead and promote that to a variable. Put it up there and do not edit. Go back here and we're going to go ahead and set that as well. So we have it on our get and also our set. And then from here, this is going to be part of the saving. So we go in here to the functions. We can just duplicate this guy. And we'll just call this set video settings. And then on this, we're going to change that to our video settings. We actually don't really even need this because we have this right here. So let's just go ahead and delete that. Delete that. Now we can delete that. And we can drag this out here for now. But we need to go to our this guy here, the options save. So that is also in here in saving. And it's the last one here, the SGK settings save data. Let's open that up. And in here, we are going to create a new custom event. I'm going to call that update video settings. And then we're going to go ahead and create a new variable here, video settings. That's going to be our video settings. And we'll just go ahead and throw it in a category as well. Drag it out, drop it on there, drop that on there so we have an input on it. And then we need to go to, where is it? No, we're good here. That's all we need to do in here. We need to go back to our game instance. And in here, from here, we can do update video, oops. Update video settings, plug that in, plug that in. Another thing that we need to do while we're in here is go in here into this load settings save. And from here, drag out, and we want video settings. And then we want to set this video settings right here. This is loading that save right here. And then applying it right here. And then this set video settings here is saving those settings back to this. So we need to set this up in somewhere too. And that's going to be, where do we set that? There's a couple times we set that. Let's see, how do we do that? Scalar settings. The game instance sets that, so we just need to set the video settings one here. And that is done in save settings right here. So we set our video settings here. And that will go ahead and save it. And we also want to, no, we already have that. Okay, we're good on that. So now that's all set up. That's going to save everything. It should anyway. Now what we need to do is actually activate it. So what we're doing here is on the change settings. We are setting it here on the game instance, which is right here. Oh, that's where we need to set this to. We need to set that right here. There we go. All right, so that will be setting it from it'll be setting everything to save, basically, is what this does from the widget. But we still need to make it activate. But we only want it to activate on the client. And probably the best way to do that is actually just, well, no, because we want it to be able to do it on restart so that when we have our stuff. So probably the player controller. Yeah, let me take a look real quick and we'll see where we're going to put that at. All right, I'm back. So I think what we're going to do is just go ahead and just set, when we actually set the settings, we'll just go ahead and set it from the widget. And then when for like restarting or after changing level, whatever, loading a new game, we'll set that on the player controller. So I think that'd probably be the easiest thing to do. So from here, I'm just going to do a set DLSS, DLAA mode. We want the no auto one here. Plug that in. And drag that out. It's going to duplicate this guy. We're going to go ahead and, to be honest, I have absolutely no clue what really these settings do, like as far as what I'm doing right here. But we're going to go ahead and do this to where when it's set to DLAA, we're going to have DLAA enabled. And just plug that in. This one here, I do know you want to have that on because if you, let's say you set it to off, it actually doesn't turn it off unless you have that on. It keeps the last stored one. So that'll take care of setting it. What we need to do now is we'll go to our player controller, which is in Blueprints, Characters, SGK Controller, and we'll just go ahead. Let's go to the begin play. You could probably just do it right here on the client initialize. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and put it right here. We're going to go ahead and get the game. Every once in a while, my E key likes to double type for some reason. So get our game instance. We'll get the video settings. And just go ahead and split it. And we will go ahead and do the same thing with the the equals. And then we will set DLSS DLAA mode. That goes there. That goes there. Remember to check that on. And that should basically be it. Oh, no. There is one thing that we forgot to do here. Or I forgot to do. Is back here on our BP video settings, under our DLSS selector here, we need to add some more scalar names here. We need 7 total. And we're going to be off. We don't have to worry about the value. We're not using that. We're only using the display text. So off, auto. Now these do have to, this is very critical right here, that whatever you put in right here is exactly the same as what's in this right here. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So, oops, where are we? Auto. Doesn't have to be in order. Order doesn't matter. I'm just doing it in order. All that matters is the spelling. All right, so now that that's all set, now we should be able to get this to work here. All right, so we'll go in here, play, hit the menu button, settings, video. We have our DLSS. Let's go ahead and put this on full screen, actually. Now I moved the video settings box over a little bit. That's why it was partially off screen, and that's why you can actually see the full character, just so you can see what's actually going on. As you can see, it's actually doing stuff. You can really see it on the box. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and test, just make sure that it's working. We'll leave it on quality. You don't have to hit apply. That's because it's already, when you're clicking it, it's already setting it and applying it. We'll just do that anyway. Hit back, resume. We're on the quality setting. Let's go ahead and save it. Overwrite our existing save. And let's load it. And it'd probably be better if we put this on ultra performance, so then we can really see straight away that it's actually working, because you can see that box is so much thicker. I mean, huge difference there. So we'll just leave it on that. We'll go back. We'll save. We'll load it. Working. And here's the big test right here. And of course, it's not working. Figures. It says it's working, but it's not. So that means that somewhere in, is it maybe hitting this too soon? Just add a quick delay here, or a short delay. The standard 0.2, see what happens. Nope. I mean, it's obviously saving it because it's telling us that we're. Oh wait, no, it's showing we're on quality. We were on ultra performance. Apply shouldn't matter. Save. Load it. Still there, still on it. Still says it's ultra performance. And there we go. All right, so that worked. Excellent. Oh, there it is. So it looks like we do need a little bit of delay here because that seems to be what solved the issue. All right, well, there you go, guys. All the other settings on DLSS, you'll have to research yourself. This is just getting you the basic presets going here. So have a good one.